Welcome to Timber Rush. Today we're watching giant trees fall, powerful machines at work, and the incredible skill it takes to master the forest. Taking down a tree this massive is never just about muscle. On a steep California hillside, every cut has to be planned before the saw even bites. One wrong angle, one bad red, and that giant can roll, twist, or fall completely offline. The logger drives the saw through the bark with total focus, aiming for the perfect lay while gravity waits for a mistake. This is pure danger, pure control, and pure timber skill. Dropping a mature giant is not always destruction. Sometimes it is part of renewal. When a tree reaches the end of its cycle, it begins fighting younger growth for light, water, and space. Selective cutting opens the canopy, gives the next generation room to rise, and keeps the woodland healthier in the long run. Done right, forestry is not just removal, it is management for the future. Now listen to that Kenworth W900 growl uphill like a war machine. With an X15 engine pushing 605 horsepower and 2,050 pound-feet of torque, this truck claws through red clay under a full timber load. The Meritor axles and heavy chassis stay planted, while the whole rig fights the slope. This is not just a logging truck. This is a mountain-moving machine. Look at that huge cedar finally hit the ground. A tree like that could tell stories from generations of storms, seasons, and forest growth. Now its life continues in another form. It is no longer standing timber, but wood with a new purpose. From the forest floor to human hands, that legacy keeps moving forward. If you love our channel, its superior power, and its exciting footage, please support us by subscribing and liking. This will help us continue bringing you more cutting-edge technology and amazing videos every day. This moment is a clean reminder that awareness matters every second in forestry. Experience helps, but it does not make you untouchable. Watch how fast the operator reacts when the unexpected happens. That kind of response only comes from staying alert, reading the machine, reading the terrain, and never assuming the job is already under control. Handling a rotten tree takes serious nerve. One slip, and that weakened trunk can split, twist, or break in a direction nobody wants. But with a sharp saw, steady technique, and a calm read of the wood, danger turns into control. Every cut here teaches something. And in work like this, those lessons are worth more than speed. The chainsaw keeps screaming, but the tree refuses to give up. Bad angles, hesitation, and shaky timing make this a real battle. Every uncertain cut brings them closer, but also closer to risk. Finally, the green giant gives in, but not quietly. It fights all the way down. Fully loaded and pulling hard, the Caterpillar RD6 tears into that giant stump like it was built for this exact fight. With old-school torque and heavy steel behind it, the machine rips the root mass loose from the ground. Some jobs need finesse. This one needs raw pulling power. Spinning at 950 revolutions per minute, this gearbox-driven log splitter is not here to play around. The high-torque setup delivers smooth, steady splitting force, turning tough rounds into usable firewood with far less effort. For anyone processing wood seriously, this kind of machine saves time, labor, and patience. Those roots may look still, but they are holding stored tension. One wrong cut and they can snap back hard, like a loaded trap. The operator knows it, and that is why every move has to be sharp, quick, and controlled. Root work is not guesswork. It is precision under pressure. Now that is stump grinding with real speed. In seconds, solid wood is reduced to dust, and the stump is gone like it was never there. Modern forestry machines make brutal jobs look almost too easy, but do not mistake that for simplicity. That is power, engineering, and control working together. Have you ever watched a stump disappear right in front of you? The Fecon Stump X does not waste time. Mounted on an ASV skid steer, it drives into solid hardwood and turns it into mulch in seconds. It has brute force, but also control, cutting through stubborn root systems with clean, direct power. If you enjoy watching powerful and perfect machines, remember to subscribe to the channel. We bring you the most impressive and amazing technologies from around the world. The Vermeer BC 2100XL is not just a wood chipper, it is a diesel-fed beast with an appetite for heavy timber. With 275 horsepower and a massive 40 by 24-inch feet opening, it does not simply process wood, it swallows it. Gum trees, limbs, and heavy feed all go in one way and come out as chips. That stump never had a chance against the HWIM 650. This forestry milling machine does not just grind, it erases. Solid wood disappears into dust before you can blink. It is powerful, aggressive, and almost hypnotic to watch. This crew looks sharp, and every cut seems planned. But then something changes. The tree hits something, tension shifts, and suddenly the whole scene gets tight. Moments like this are why logging never lets you relax. 1 second you are in control, and the next second the wood reminds you who is really in charge. Back in the day, branches had to be cut, dragged, and stacked by hand. That work was slow, heavy, and punishing. This shredder changes the game. With steady 12 revolutions per minute, rotation, and a strong gearbox, it pulls branches in and turns them into chips without the back-breaking labor. Feed it, step back, and let the machine work. The John Deere 410 backhoe is putting in serious work here. Pulling out a 2.9-inch stump is not a small task, but this machine handles it with hydraulic force and steady digging power. The roots fight hard, but the backhoe keeps cutting, lifting, and breaking them loose until the stump finally gives way. This tractor-mounted hydraulic log splitter is built for practical firewood work. The ram drives a wedge straight into the log and splits it cleanly into sections. It cuts down manual labor, handles tough rounds with ease, and sits on a sturdy frame that looks ready for long-term use. Cutting trees one by one with a chainsaw? Forget it. The Ponsergo with the C5 crane and H8 harvester head works on another level. It cuts, measures, and stacks timber with speed and accuracy that manual crews cannot match. This is not old logging. This is future forestry in full force.
This isn't logging. It's futuristic forestry on steroids.
The FAE RSL attacks the ground like a precision beast. It crushes rock, grinds stumps, and stabilizes soil in one continuous pass. The rotor teeth bite deep, turning rough terrain into workable ground with heavy hydraulic force. This is land clearing, road building, and forestry preparation all rolled into one machine. Tree felling is not just technique. It is a high-stakes game of balance. Every cut is like pulling a block from a giant Jenga tower, trying to control a fall that is already waiting to happen. Even when the plan looks perfect, trees can surprise you. That is why an escape route is not optional. You do not enter without a plan B. Even with all 6 wheels digging into the ground, the legendary Tatra 138 S3 struggles against this monster stump. That root mass is locked in deep. It takes torque, traction, and a second hard pull before the stump finally starts to lose the fight. This 2 upgrade is serious. With 500 series green teeth mounted on a Blue Shark grinding wheel, plus a power jump from a 22.5 horsepower Honda 390cc engine to a 670cc Harbor Freight engine, this grinder is built to chew harder than ever. That engine swap changes the whole personality of the machine. The Caterpillar D6RXL dozer cuts a path straight through dense forest without hesitation. It opens access to the plantation, helping farmers move crops to market faster. This is where raw horsepower becomes real value. The operator's skill turns heavy steel into useful progress for an entire community. If you love technology, incredible power, and amazing footage, please support the channel by subscribing and liking. This will help us continue bringing you more amazing machine videos every day. How do you move a heavy timber load through a muddy forest floor? Watch this log set 6F push through deep ruts with power and control. The machine keeps moving where lighter equipment would bog down, and the operator keeps it balanced with careful handling. It is brute strength matched with real technique. You do not just cut a tree like this, you engineer the fall. With a steel MS 661 inches hand, this professional handles heavy tension wood with clean cuts, wedge work, and steady nerves. This is where experience meets raw chainsaw power. A PTO-powered auger splitter matched with an Ursus C330 is basically a small firewood factory. Ashwood is no joke, but this setup drills into it and breaks it apart with steady tractor torque. It runs smooth, works fast, and proves why PTO-driven splitters are still one of the smartest setups for serious wood processing. The 600 wood splitting scoop is compact, but it hits hard. With a 600mm opening width, it is made for controlled, efficient splitting on an excavator. It turns the machine into a more versatile wood processing tool, making log splitting smoother, safer, and easier to control. The HSL 60 mulcher is a strong option for forestry work. Its professional chip-producing rotor delivers even mulch while maintaining drum speed for consistent performance. Compact, light, and built for 70 to 95 horsepower machines, it brings real clearing power without needing a massive carrier. Starting around $12,000 to $15,000, it offers serious value for the work it can handle. Years ago, cutting firewood meant holding the saw steady by hand and fighting through every piece. That was exhausting work. With this support system, the cut becomes smoother, faster, and far less punishing. That is the point of good forestry equipment. Work smarter, not harder. If you love our channel, its superior power, and its exciting footage, please support us by subscribing and liking. This will help us continue bringing you more cutting-edge technology and amazing videos every day.